If you change your standard, you will change your life. I want to talk today to people who are barely making it, who are fed up or making it from just living from paycheck to paycheck. There's one thing you need to do. You need to change your standard, and you will change your life. What are standards? Standards are requirement, and there are three kinds of requirements in life. The bare minimum, getting the job done, and going above and beyond. Okay, the standard, the standard that you have is the standard that you will live on. Okay, the standard that you deliver, I'll say that again, the standard that you deliver is the standard that you will live on. If you change your standard, you will change your life. Okay, so now that being said, it is important that you raise your standard. Now, you probably are barely making it because you are given the very bare minimum. I say that again. You probably are barely making it because you are given the bare minimum. That's the reason why you're receiving the bare minimum. That's the reason why you cannot make it. But if you raise your standard from barely making it to getting the job done, it changes your life. If you raise your standard from getting the job done to going above and beyond, it changes your life exponentially. Change your standard. It will change your life. So it's time for you, instead of just being sick and tired of being sick and tired, it's time for you to begin to raise the bar for what it is that you want for yourself, for your health. What is it that you want for the quality of person that you ought to be? What is it that you want? Raise the standard on your bank account. Raise the standard on your profession. Raise the standard on your relationship. Raise the standard on those things, and it will change your life forever. Your standard is what it is that you will take from those things, what it is that you expect from those things. Raise that. And when you raise your standard on those things, I want you to know that a higher standard is going to require more from you. I say that again, a higher standard will require more from you. But here is the good part about it, because a higher standard requires more for you, but a higher standard returns even more to you. All right, that's the reason why when you change your standard, you change your life, because you change what it is that you give, but you also change what it is you receive. You will change the way you live just by changing your standard. I want you to refuse from today, refuse to be that person who gave the bare minimum. Refuse to do it. Refuse to be the person who show up late and only just show up on work just to be present. But go to work to make sure you get the job done. Go to work to make sure that you deliver above and beyond. Beginning today, start to show up at work 20 minutes early. 15 minutes or whatever your job will allow. Some jobs have different policies on that. But show up early to work. Sit at your desk, set yourself up, and get ready before you clock in, so that when you clock in, you're ready to roll. Do not give the bare minimum. Go raise your bar. When you raise your bar, that raised bar will require more of you, but it will return more to you. Listen to this. Once you've raised your bar, you need to ask yourself, what would it take for me to meet that new standard? Okay, you need to study your standard. You need to study your goal. What would it take for me to meet that new standard? I want to be a champion. What would it require for me to be a champion in this area? Find out what it takes and begin to do what it takes in order for you to deliver at that new standard. Second thing you need to do is to examine yourself and ask yourself, how do I need to change to be able to meet that new standard? What aspect of me is suited for this? Am I somebody who do not wake up early, and because of that I'm late all the time? So maybe what do I need to do? Go to bed early. Maybe I need to stop watching TV at 7 so that by 9 o'clock I am in bed. So what kind of changes do I really need to make in my life? What are things that would hinder me from really getting there? When I was raising my standard, one of the things I realized about myself was that I was very low energy. And because I was a very low energy, I had to ask myself the question, what can I do to change myself from being low energy to high energy? And I researched a bunch of different things that I could do, I could take, I could utilize that would help me. And I took some of the best ones. I've never been low energy in my life. Hey, you have to study yourself and examine yourself and ask that question, how do I need to shift in order to meet that new standard that I have set for myself? And when you do that and you begin to make that shift, oh man, it's gonna change your life, because you're now going to start to become a different, better quality person. And what better quality person does is deliver better quality results. And what better quality results would do would deliver better returns to you. You change your standards, you would change your life.